Hello, Taurus. It is time for your June reading. We're going to start out with an energy card to see an oracle card to see what kind of energy you'll be working with here in June. We have the Puppeteer card. Interesting pick. This is going to feel like the immediate feeling I'm getting off of this is you're going to feel like you're not in control, like somebody else is pulling your strings or attempting to. And what I'm also feeling off of this is that this is a time where you need to let somebody else take control. You need to let yourself be guided here. This isn't something that you can't make the choices, you can't direct the action. You have to surrender to the process and let things happen, which I know could be very difficult. But you're being asked to put your trust either in the process or in another person and let them take control, let them take charge here and not interfere. Let them direct you on what you should be doing next. So the keywords on here are explanations and apologies. It's interesting that apologies is on here. I think, okay, I got to stick with what I feel, right? This feels like there has been some anger and resentment out there, and you have not allowed the room or opened your ears or not been willing to listen to what was going on or what was happening or to the explanation. Listening to it, hearing them out does not mean that you need to forgive or forget. But it is important for you to understand, to help you comprehend what was going on, or at least what was in the mind of the other person or people involved here. You need to sit and listen. It's almost like this is an arbitration type thing, and you're being advised to just go to this meeting, listen to it, hear them out. You don't have to agree, but you do need to listen and listen, not listen to respond, just take in the information. Or even the offered apology. Again, you do not have to accept it, but I think it has something to do with giving the emotions space. Giving the emotions space, room to air out, room to be expressed. Once you have had the time to really take in and understand the message and sit with the feelings that that message gives you, then you can respond. So that may mean on Monday you are forced to sit down and listen to it. Take notes. It does not feel like you need to respond at that time. It's going to be about gathering information. So take notes. Write it down. Make sure you understand. If you have questions that are not asked in an accusatory tone or anything like that, just try and stick with the facts. Get it all labeled out, or maybe ask them for a printout or whatever of what it is that they're saying. I don't know if there's going to be a stenographer or someone there who can record it, but you want to try to take your feelings out of it at this time and just get the explanation, get the information. Then you can take that and retreat to your home to reread it, to really try and understand it before you respond in any way, before you agree to anything. But it is important that you have that information, is the primary thing I'm getting here. And yes, this is not something you have control over. You have to trust the process. Even though it feels like other people are trying to get you to feel a certain way, you do not have to feel that way. You are not obligated to feel that way, but you are going to be obligated to listen. And again, I would not recommend responding at this time or right in that moment. Go home, take the time to absorb the information before you decide how you want to respond, if you want to respond at all. But you do need to make the effort to understand what their explanation was or what the other side's viewpoint was. Okay. Are we done with that? I think we're done with that. Now let's see what kind of tarot messages we have to go with that. Starting out with the 10 of Wands. Appropriate. The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Cups. The 2 of Wands. And the 10 of Cups. Okay. Yeah. This is in order to get closure. You need the closure. You need to understand why. But it's also important that you don't respond in anger immediately or don't do something or say something that you might regret, which is why it's recommending just be in the position of receiving and put your response on pause for now. Okay. So we have 10s on each end and 2 aces and then a 2 of wands. This is all about the ending of one cycle, the ending of one thing, and the beginning of something new. This has been holding you back, or you've been resentful, or it's been holding your emotions. You've been feeling stuck, which is why you're being forced to go through this process. This is going to help get that closure so that you can move forward, regardless of whether you forgive, forget, whatever else happens. You gain an understanding, you get the closure, and that frees you up or opens you up to something new. Let's get into the individual cards. We're starting here with the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands, so Wands are a fire element. This is all about our passions, creativity. It's very vivacious and outgoing kind of energy. The 10 of Wands, though, indicates that it's time to focus on the things that bring you joy. It's time to focus on the things that fulfill you, that you get excited about, that you are passionate about. It's time to let go of the things that don't do that don't serve those purposes. It can be a hard thing to do, but it's time, and it feels like it's time. And maybe this whole incident here gives you the opportunity to do this. It gives you a reason to let go of maybe some old friendships, old memberships, old coworkers, whatever it is that you've been holding on to, or out of a sense of responsibility, or because that's what society expects. You're kind of evolving from that and turning your focus to what brings you joy, brings you pleasure. And you're ready. You're ready to move on. You're taking the steps in order to do that. And then we have the Ace of Wands. So when you give up the things that they're sucking your energy away and you hate doing them, you do not like doing these things, you give those up, that frees up your energy and can inspire a new hobby, a new passion, something that you're going to want to dig into. And now you'll have the time and the energy to do it. Something you're curious about, something that just gets your blood flowing. You're like, oh, you know what? I now have Saturday mornings free, okay, to join a bowling league or sit outside and meditate or join a gaming club, whatever it is. It's something that you're passionate, something that excites you, something you want to dig into more. And you have the time now for it. And you have the energy for it. Something to look forward to. And then we're coming down to the Ace of Cups. Another new beginning card. Instant attraction, possibly. This could be a new love. It could be a new friendship. It's something that you connect with on an emotional level. It could even be a business partnership. But whatever it is, you're connecting with this other person or party emotionally. It just clicks. It feels right. gets you excited. You get the butterflies in your stomach, but excited, and you want to take this further. Maybe go out on a couple dates and see how it might progress, or meet for coffee a few times and discuss the opportunities. Because now, again, you let go of the things from the past that don't inspire you, that just drag you down, the drama, whatever it is back here. Now you have the freedom to explore new opportunities, new friendships, new loves. Don't hold back from this. Be open. And just enjoy that journey. Enjoy those initial sparks. Savor that. Enjoy those moments, that fresh energy. And then we have the Two of Wands. So you have the Ace of Wands, and now you have the Two of Wands. So whatever this is, you investigate it a little bit more, and you're still excited about it. Now you're planning. How can you make this work? How can you fit this into your life? What are the next steps that you need to do? Planning about it in an excited way. That energy is still coursing there. There's still that level of excitement and a decision to make this a part of your life and to make it happen. It's a choice. It could be that there's two options that you want to get into that you're excited about. And you may have to pick one or the other. Which one gets you more excited? Choose that one. Don't overcomplicate it. That's the primary piece of advice I have here. Don't overcomplicate it. Go with the one that feels right. And that's it. Be inspired. And then we have the 10 of Cups. Another 10. This time in cups, which is all about our emotions and intuition. This is traditionally known as the happy family card. So whatever it is you've let go back here, and whatever it is that you have to deal with here, that you have to confront here, that you have to process, by the end of this month, there is this renewed sense of commitment to friends or family, whatever your home, whatever feels like home to you. A sense of happiness there with the decisions that have been made. You're surrounded by people that support you, that encourage you, and that you support and encourage. It's all reciprocated. And there's just this feeling of fulfillment in the relationships that you do have. Potentially even in the new ones, but especially in the ones that you decided to stay connected with, that you held on to. It's the culmination of something there and being ready to take the next steps into whatever's coming next, or take those first steps into the next phase of this journey, of this life that you guys have together here. All right, let's see what we have on the back of the deck. The Wheel of Fortune. This card indicates change. The wheel is always turning. Change is inevitable. You cannot stop it. You could be on the downside or the upside. This feels like it's almost a full circle, though, for the month for you. Going from the end of one thing, although it's to the end of another thing, but also beginnings. So it may feel emotionally chaotic if you give in to that feeling. Again, the encouragement here is to just get the information, to understand what happened, why it happened, at least from the perspective of the other people involved. And then you can do with that information whatever works for you. But it is life-changing. It does move you on to the next cycle of your life. It feels like it's almost felt like this event had been frozen in time, And this is going to set that free and get things back in motion again for you. Okay. Let me see if there's anything else that's pushing forward for that. It's not going to be as obvious as you think. It could be that you think it's obvious why this happened, and that's not going to be the case. So there may be some new information discovered throughout this process, which is what's going to help you move forward and get that closure so that you can start enjoying your life and having fun again. That was pretty intense, Taurus. That is what I have for you for June. Please hit that like button and please hit subscribe to help me grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later.